Foster?
Just another day in paradise, man.
Yeah. You down with BCP? You down with BCP? The following content is intended for a mature audience, only viewer discretion is strongly advised. Yeah. To the tune of OPP, minority by nature. No time for idle chitter chat and petty iterations. Teaming to me exponentially like I'm Barack's inauguration. Erratic calculations, nah, I runs the infinite. Only way I slow me down is with some calcing by a limit. They might no longer show the work to answer self-evident. Some truth should be proclaimed in the Declaration of Independence. Things not instantaneous can be approximated by adding up our changes till everything integrated. Word to my partners in calculus. Yo, you down with BCP? Yeah, you know me. You down with BCP? Yeah, you know me. Integral, grind exponential. You down with BCP? That's the way we rotate radiannually. You down with BCP? Down with BCP? You down with BCP? You down with BCP? That's the way we do things limitlessly. Yeah, you down with BCP? Yeah, you know me. You down with BCP? Let's blow. Switch the flow. Shift the tempo. You down with BCP? Down with BCP? You down with BCP? You down with BCP? That's the way we do things limitlessly. Yeah, you down with BCP?
Gotta go through this every week, Tweed. Sorry. Oh, good. You pulled them.
I stand up for that shit.
Shit. Fuck Green Bay.
So that F-bomb came out right away at 2 minutes. Thanks, Carl.
Yeah.
I monetized it just for that. So, Pete, our conversation was actually heard at the beginning of the show, right at the very beginning, man.
Oh, okay.
I went back and listened to it because I'm like, oh, crap, that was on the air because I saw it go live. You know how it's got that delay now? Every
second of delay, yeah.
Half a second of...
That's why
what the hell
you gotta shut up and let the damn thing happen, Foster, and not say something right when we're about to start the show.
You ask me a question. I'm not going to leave the man hanging. Ask me a simple question, brother.
Guys, you know,
I think all you hear is another. You hear Pete, and then you hear another day in paradise.
Spaghetti, motherfucker, spaghetti.
What's up, Triple R, man? I love spaghetti, motherfucker, spaghetti. He did it again, by the way, Foster. That's within 2 minutes. He's got a fucking a fucker and motherfucker. Okay, it's all gone.
It's Uh-oh.
So let's just,
just when you thought you was going to make some money.
For everyone that's joining us tonight, I want to thank you for joining us. We will get to you all in a minute. We've got a couple of guests on tonight. We got G Walker from the CNG podcast, and we've got Steve Rogers from chat that's going to be joining us, aka
Captain America.
Wait, let's do that together. Ready?
Captain America.
He's going to be joining us in a little bit. But as we always do to start off this show, I kind of want to wait for some of the rants that I think that are going to come.
We're all echoing.
Yeah, badly? Are you guys getting echoes?
Did you hear it, Foster, or does Cliff Victoria?
I don't hear anything. I mean, I hear it fine. Everything's fine on my end.
Now, who's getting echoes?
Could be me too, because I forgot to reset, man.
Let me do this.
I don't think that there's any sort of echo, and I'm interjecting here just to kind of serve as a test, but I think we're okay, Cliff. I don't know if you want to restart.
No, anyone else getting echoes from us, by the way?
Hey, G, what do we sound like to you?
Is it an echo? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Echo?
No echo. Y'all good.
Okay.
Yeah, confirmation from others in the chat that it's not an issue. So,
We got Low Key, who's a newbie to the channel, saying, "Why am I blocked? I don't know what you're talking about. We didn't block you, man. We can see you. You're not blocked." I apologize for any of that
wait a minute. Is Patty involved in that somehow?
Oh yeah, maybe I accidentally blocked Low Key.
I can tell you exactly what happened. I can tell you exactly what happened with this guy. There was an episode on this channel released called Good, Better, Now Best. And I see 2 messages that were redacted. No Epstein, by the way. No Epstein, okay? First one, it says, Shorty's beard hair looks like Private Part's hair. And he said it again. Shorty's beard hair looks like pubic. So I'm pretty sure one drunken Daniel decided, I'm having enough of this, and he blocked him.
I do not block anyone unless it's totally on accident when I'm trying to
Only Patty. You only block Patty. She said so.
I only block Patty. Only Patty. Not no one else. Everyone else is a complete accident besides Patty.
Chips Ahoy boy liked that one too.
Yeah, he's my buddy. I know he loved that one. No, listen, you're not blocked. I promise you. If you are blocked, it was on accident. I can promise you that. We do not block you unless you are a complete piece of shit on this channel. So we do not do that.
Like Don Burr.
Well, even Don Burr, I don't block. So,
Captain America, do you still hear an echo?
Just nod yes or no, Captain. Yes or no, Steve. Do you hear an echo? Just nod or say yes or no in chat.
I'll keep a very close eye on private chat tonight for
he says no.
Full
okay.
episode today.
So there apparently is no echo. It's just coming from Cliff. Maybe Cliff has like 2 tabs open or something. But
wait, Cliff, are you cooking something in 2 grills while you're vacuuming the lawn tonight?
Exactly.
You got 2 grills going.
Yeah, while he's vacuuming the lawn. By the way.
Just put the meatloaf in the oven.
That's right. What she said.
By the way, we had somebody doing service in our crawl space, and they were pulling out the insulation from underneath the floorboards, and they were vacuuming our lawn because there was like pieces of insulation in our lawn. And my wife was like, "Oh my God, I wish I could have taken a picture of them." I'm like, God, it would have been so special if you could have. They're out there vacuuming our lawn to get up all the insulation pieces. That would have been perfect for you, Cliff. Anyways, guys,
let's do hot dogs.
How are you guys doing tonight, man? It's good to see you again, Peach and Foster. And it's always a pleasure to have you with us, Peach, because I know that your time is becoming more and more, you've got a lot to do in your life now with your new job. You're not looking at me? Job? How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. How you doing, bro?
I've had better days, I'll be honest, but I'm getting through it.
And you've been busy yourself, man.
Well, because of you guys, I'm getting through it.
Man, you work those long hours, bro. You be working along, man.
Hey, and I woke up one day, my headset was the auxiliary plug was broken in half in my PA system, so now I'm using these fucking earbuds in my head.
How's that working for you?
For me, it's working fine. I hope it's working good for you guys.
Yeah, I hear you fine.
Yeah, I use this when I travel for work, and I use this on my laptop. So I think it should be working fine.
Okay.
Foster, my man, what's going on? How you doing? You were sick, and now you're recovered, thankfully.
We'll see how long I make it.
I did not.
But Shorty, you're getting a dose of the Foster cover shit, man. All these things that's shower break and shit going wrong in a crawl space.
Oh my God.
He's gonna have to grow out a mustache. He's gonna have to grow out his mustache.
Yeah, when my mustache starts to turn yellow.
It'll never happen, man, because you don't go where I go.
True. That's very true.
Shorty also sits to take a leak, so that wouldn't splash back at him or nothing.
Exactly, yeah. True.
PJ, I gotta
Foster
get this
is a
out there. So,
well-traveled man. That's all I got to say.
so
Foster is he traveled the world, literally.
I have no Wisconsin beer brought pussy in my world. I know you do all the time, Foster.
Get with the times. We figured out last week that it's Michigan where the quality women are in Foster's life. So
that's correct. Checking out Indiana too this summer. Might as well stop there and look. I'm on the way.
Yeah, you might as well just like move from Wisconsin to Indiana, and hopefully they have beer brought pussy in Indiana, right?
Like he get with the McCaskies and say, "Here, before you decide to go to Indiana, let me go test it out for you." I'll let you guys know
hold up on that deal. Dude, I talked to George. After the time we were talking in the parking lot. Called him up. I'm like, dude, just wait. I know you're gonna make more money in Indiana, but just hold off. Let me check it out. I'll give you the info. So we should know in a day or two. I'm just getting back on my feet. I got to take a run down there. I got to pop up in Michigan and see a couple people while I'm on doing the inspection. So it might be 3 days.
Oh, you said Iowa's in the running too? Hold on, I'll be over there too. Hold on.
Wait, you mean Kansas?
I already got Colleen in those cities checked out.
So you're doing well then. Good to hear.
Wait, I gotta say this. So last week after the show, I pick up my phone and I'm scrolling through it, and guess who pops up like the third scroll? Commander McBragg, the full picture, man. I want to put that as I want to put Commander McBragg as my emoji. I got the picture. I saved it on my phone. Maybe I'll do it someday even. Right.
Yeah, I highly doubt you will,
we got some guests sitting back.
Yeah, let's get to our chat because we have guests in the background that we want to get to so we can actually talk about the Bears, because there is a lot of people right now I can see in chat right now that are very concerned about this team and their move to Indiana, and we can talk about that as well as the thumbnail of the show about Mad Maxx to Wolf Lake. Let's see what happens about that. Let's get to our chat, guys. Triple R, man. What's up, my man? Thank you for joining us tonight.
Antmus. Cliff Victoria. Patty Lara.
You know, I need to block her. I forgot to block her.
Yeah. What's she doing here? You didn't block her this week.
Make sure we say hello to the Facebook side. This is the first time I've seen a chatter from the Facebooks. So welcome in, David Dubois.
Thank you for joining us from Facebook. Thank you very much. Romy, thank you for joining us tonight. Good to see you again. Of course, Jack Mehoff, known as AKA Mehoff Jack. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Armando Lara Jr.
Oh wait, we got a good one here. Ready, Peach?
Charles.
Minister. You, Mr. Charles Johnson.
He's a baller, man. I hate him though. Like Michigan guy, I can't stand him, man.
Thank you for joining us tonight, Minister.
Armando Lara Jr. Benjamin Williams.
Benjamin has been here for the last couple of weeks in a row. Really appreciate you joining us. Thank you so much.
Steve Phillips.
Steve Phillips is my man, my man right there, my brother, my cousin, Steve Phillips.
Jay Grizz.
He is my man. Chips Ahoy boy, my man since high school. Great to see you joining us tonight. Thank you so much.
Anthony Y5X.
Wow, thank you for joining us tonight. And Anthony Wi-Fi X. Jay Grizz hopping in with us again, man. Thank you, Grizzly Bear.
That one, bro.
Well, I call him Grizzly Bear though, so I missed it.
Oh yeah, low key.
Thank you for joining us tonight.
Jay Grizz, another big Michigan fan. Welcome in, Jay Grizz.
Hey, Michigan's 25-1 in the basketball this year.
Talking about basketball?
Yeah.
Guess how many times I've watched the Michigan Wolverines play basketball this year?
Trapper Keeper, thank you for hanging out with us tonight, man. I love that name. It makes me think of when I beat that kid's ass with my Trapper Keeper in ninth grade. That was fun.
So violent.
No, he was called. You know the story. I don't have to repeat myself.
Mr. Mayhem.
How could we? Why is Mr. Mayhem so far down on the line of this? Like, Mr. Mayhem, man, thank you. We've got
who do we got?
4-Star Sports Chicago.
Yeah. Who do you think it is? Brandon? What's going on, Brandon? Is it Brandon?
I think 4-Star is actually Dustin.
Ran by Dustin, the YouTube account here.
I believe it is.
Jay Grizz, you know I'm just giving you shit, buddy.
Who else we got in here?
CNG podcast.
Who?
CNG podcast.
CNG. Yeah, well, that's CNG is our guest tonight. So thank you for joining us. We'll get to you in a second. I think that's pretty much it for right now. So
John 33:16.
Cancer Concierge Gallagher.
So real quick, let's do some background work here, Dan, just out in the open. Who's supposed to be running marketing for BCP again?
I thought it was Foster, but you know.
So if it is Foster, I mean Foster, how can you let the MLB take our sponsorships, man? What are you doing, Foster? What the fuck, man?
Yeah, I thought about firing him a long time ago, but you know, you're muted, Foster.
No,
You're muted.
I was hiding. You have to call me out on that, pal. Wait another week.
All right, let's bring on our guests, man. They're sitting back here waiting for a while, and I'm going to put them in order of guests that have come on the show before, and we're going to start with G Walker hopping in with us tonight. He has been on with us before. Thank you for joining us again, G Walker. Your podcast is blowing up. You're doing great stuff on your Twitter account, your podcast account. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight, man. Thank you. How you doing?
Man, I'm good, man. I'm just sitting here chilling, man, enjoying the work, man. I'm enjoying I enjoy the Chicago Bear season, man. The off season is underway. This is a good year to be a Chicago Bear fan, man. This is a good year to be us,
special.
To be Bear fans. Yeah, it's a special year, man. It's the beginning of something new, man. Beginning of a new era of football here, man. So I'm pretty excited about the future, and I'm very excited about this season, especially my quarterback and the coach.
So I'm going to interject 100%. Real quick. I invited G Walker onto the podcast tonight. G Walker, just want to give you your flowers, man. I was just thumbing through my TikTok on my lunch, and I saw that you were having a little powwow with anyone and everyone who just wanted to chat on there. So that's really, really cool that you're doing that. I think it's awesome.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it's just the type of platform that I want to design for my business is more of a we platform instead of a me platform. Like, it's cool to talk to the Chicago Bear Nation and just talk to the people, man, because we're the ones that drive a lot of the stuff that's going on. So I'm always looking forward to meet new people in Bear Nation and bring them on my podcast and make them a part of what they can't be, which is probably big time media, some of these platforms that don't allow people from a smaller account on their stuff. So that's just one of my goals, to bring the people together and give them a platform for us to talk Bear football.
Hey, Same here, man. I appreciate hearing that from you, man, because it's our motto too, and it's awesome to hear that, man.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us.
No it's a really special time, I think, with Bears fandom as the team is going from, dare I say, a losing team to hopefully a winning team. Mm-hmm. But that's also midst into this stadium. The stadium stuff, it's crazy. It's like once in a lifetime.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Foster. What are you saying?
I wanted to put G's stuff back up there and then let him tell everybody where they can find for the people that don't know.
What's going on, everybody? You can find me, G Walker, on Twitter. You can see it right there, my handle. You can find the CNG podcast on Facebook, YouTube, and you can find me on TikTok, man. I'm over there building up that TikTok platform, and it's they embrace me over there, man. So TikTok, you can just find me, G Walker, on TikTok, CNG podcast. Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, man. We everywhere. And shout out to my guys on my show, the co-host CJ, Allen, and my guy Shad, man. So shout out to the guys. Thank you.
Hey, man, good for you, because TikTok scares the hell out of me, being Chinese owned and shit. So
hold on. TikTok is primarily owned now, or at least their data is stored on the servers that are managed by Oracle. And if you guys don't know, Oracle, huge backer of the University of Michigan. So that's why you can go out and poach quarterbacks from LSU, give 17-year-olds $12 million and whatnot.
Yeah, TikTok is a different beast, man, kind of found out, but it might be the most transparent and accessible one so far that I've learned.
What it is, G Walker, it's the algorithm. TikTok has mastered the algorithm in the sense that if I watch anything Chicago Bears and I want Chicago Bears, that's why I get content like yours, because it's good at providing that to you.
Yeah.
One of our good friend Bearski Film is doing a lot of experimentation with TikTok, and he's getting the same results too. So good for you, man.
Yeah.
Really quick before we bring on our next guest, because I don't want to keep him waiting any longer, man. He's been in chat. You guys know who he is, but before we do that, I want to get to some of our new guests in chat. We got DDM 62571 saying Pritzker sucks. Indiana Governor Mike Braun is a better, and he's getting the job done. Bear Stadium inanimate, not surprising. Agreed. We've got Vomit Pig joining us tonight, man. Thank you for joining us, Vomit Pig. Alex is my name-o hopping in. What's up, Alex? Thank you for hopping in with us. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us every Thursday. Plus, we got Super Clark Khan hopping in with us. Another newbie. We appreciate the newbies. Please enjoy the show, like and subscribe, set your notifications to us, because we are literally here every Thursday, whether we like it or not. And we always try to have fun first and talk Bears second, and that is our motto. So without further ado, let's bring on our new chat friend, Mr. Steve Rogers, a.k.a. Captain America. What's up, Steve?
What's going on, fellas? Thanks for having me.
It's always great, you, man. Welcome aboard.
It's always great to put a face to the name, and you never know what a handsome young man you are.
I appreciate it. Not that young, though.
How young are you?
41.
What?
Holy shit! No gray in the beard, man.
Believe me, the gray gets in there. I just took it down.
Are you Irish or something?
Yeah, I'm Irish.
Okay, there you go. That's the thing.
I'm not gonna lie, Dan. I'm putting myself on the screen because I need to make sure that you didn't mean to ask him how hung are you. I heard you saying how hung are you. That was what I heard. So
you need to check your ears. What did I
Good
ask
night, everybody.
oh.
What else? What did I say?
PJ's like, I'm out of here.
Podcast people, I'm out.
Coming in hot.
You got a good 9 inches going there, Steve, or what's
Whoa!
going on?
Your wife's in the other room.
And you can reach her from here, right?
I'm sick again.
Dan, do you think we could partner with Kalshi? We should start sponsoring like Kalshi bets, saying how long until PJ is just over the show. Exactly. Over under 30 minutes. 22 minutes in, PJ's just full of shame. He's like, why am I doing this, man?
I got peeps that watch this. I can't be
told
doing
him I was
this
going to be
anymore.
late. I could have just stayed off to see what was going on first, but nope, I had to show up for these guys.
You know,
That's exactly what PJ's thinking too right now. I said.
Well,
That's why. See, look, we're you're right there. We're kind of we're boomers and Gen X meet, me and Peach. So the mind thought and the time frame going on is we don't always have to say it. You don't have to say it, because if you go back and look at some of the shows, you see PJ in the corner going, Foster really meant that, and me the same thing too. And I know they're there because I've looked at it going, that son of a gun does know what I think, man. Sorry, I had to get that out. Let's go back to the Bears stuff. There's too much.
Yeah, I'm glad to leave early tonight. Put that out there.
But Steve, I want to thank you, man. Like, you know, we put this out there all the time. We give the email out for people to join us, and you know, not very many people take advantage of that, and it's an honor for us, for you to have taken advantage of that and want to come out and hang out with us tonight. And truly, thank you for joining us tonight, man. It's our honor to have you hanging out with us tonight. And I can't wait to hear what you have to say.
Oh, I love Bears. Let's just talk about Bears football, baby.
Let's do it, man.
Both these guys were fortunate that people actually want to come on the show.
Very fortunate. And then they regret it and they stop watching us.
Yeah. She's sitting there going, man, these fucking guys.
So let's get into it, guys. I know we're talking about, you know, a Mad Maxx trade, but then that will
hold on. I didn't make the episode to suggest that he needs to be traded. It was kind of a play on with the two separate ideas. The one being Caleb Williams being featured on Max Crosby's podcast. I'm assuming. Did you guys all watch that in its
Yeah, I
entirety?
watched. Yeah, I
Not
watched.
in its entirety, no.
About it too. Yeah, we watched
I
that.
could talk about that ad nauseum. I literally couldn't sleep when I was watching it, and I took notes, like detailed notes. So I could talk about that for another 3 hours. But obviously, there's some more pressing stuff at the stadium, right? So I don't know if we want to start with that or what we want to do. But just want Dan to be aware. I'm not necessarily saying it's going to happen or that they need to trade for him. We've talked about that already. But.
Yeah. Well, I think that the topic right now needs to be the Indiana thing because,
yeah,
you know, like they are so close to this that when you start really breaking it down, like, you know, I've got 5 season ticket holders at hand that I can get tickets from at any point. And I'm thinking about all of them, like especially one that I've known since I was 18 years old or less, you know, 15, 16 years old. The best seats, Foster, those seats, Foster, 3rd row, 30-yard line. Like, what is that friend of mine going to do when he has to drive to, like, every one of us are going to have to rent a fucking hotel to watch the Bears. Clip this.
No,
they're going
to
have
going
to
from
rent
like
the
Wisconsin
hotel.
to Indiana if that happens.
What's that?
Wouldn't you be going from like Wisconsin to Indiana, Shorty?
No, I'd be going from
You were here.
Crystal Lake to Indiana.
Okay,
Woodstock.
how far is the border? Never
Well,
mind.
close enough. It's like that close. Yeah. It's almost there. But like, I don't know how many games you guys go to a year, Steve and G Walker and Carl, and I know Foster and PJ. You know how many games you guys go to. But like, even for me, I have the ability to go to these games, and I can get on a train and I can take it to, you know, Pingree Station and get off, and it's like I go out to breakfast. I have a great day. It's an entire day from 7 a.m. until 10 p.m. when I finally get home and all that shit. But like to go to Indiana would require a drive and staying in a hotel. And I just kind of want to know your thoughts. Let's go first with you, Steve, because you're the newbie on the show, and I just really want to hear what you have to say about this.
Well, I live in Indiana now, so it's gonna be like.
Oh, you suck. All right, next. That's it. Steve's pulled. So where, like, is it would be like an easy drive for you or a train ride or what?
Oh, it'll be an easy drive. It takes me about an hour to get to the city, so it'll take me about a half hour to get there.
Okay. G?
You know what, man? You know, I don't really go to games like that. I just go to Family Fest downtown, you know, for a practice. So, you know, and if they're moving to Hammond, you know, I'm already on the south side anyway, in the suburbs anyway. So it'll be easier for me, for somebody to live that way, to get to the stadium. But my overall thoughts about the stadium is give the people what they want, man. I think that Kevin Warren's been here 3 years. Everybody knows this is Crooked County. You know, this is the most taxed probably state in the country, in the city, in the country. So, you know, Kevin Warren's job is to primarily make sure he's putting the Chicago Bears financial flexibility in order and the family's legacy in order. So I think he did that. I think he's been, you know, just to wrap it up, it's like, you know, you got the girl, you know, you think she's not going to leave you, right? You're like, go ahead and go over there. I don't care what you do. Go ahead over there. Now she goes to the next guy. He's married in 3 months. She got an engagement ring. She don't have to work. She got a brand new car. She got a new house. And it's like, that's what Indiana is showing us right now. Like, if you fumble the girl or you fumble the bag, this is what can happen, man. If you don't take care, take care of the pretty girl, that's a prom, man. So this is what happens, man. You F around, you fuck around and found out. And I think that Kevin Warren got big cojones for did what he did, man.
Man, I think you are. What's up?
Wait, gee, you just spoke like all my ex-wives.
Prometheus, Greg Rice, Michael Wayne 13, Drive Secure 7476. Thank you for joining us tonight, man. We appreciate you hopping in with us, man. And we're gonna get to some of your questions because I love one that we got from Greg Rice here. But let's get around the horn. Carl, like, how do you feel about it?
Well, I just want to expound on what G. Walker was saying with Crooked County, because if that's not the truth, I don't know what is. Here's a little graphic that I saw, and I'm assuming this is fact. I hope I'm not wrong here. But you can see why the Bears are in the position that they're putting themselves in, because when you look at the property taxes that are going to be due on that stadium that's completed, not just with the stadium and everything else attached to it, right? When you have a reference point of Guaranteed Rate Field where the White Sox play, current Soldier Field, which are both paying $0 in property taxes, Wrigley Field, the Cubs, paying about $3 million, and the United Center, Bulls and Blackhawks, they are paying about $6 billion annually in property tax.
Million.
Compare that to a very modern NFL football stadium in a major city, SoFi Stadium. They're paying about $9 million annually in property taxes. If the Bears are unable to secure the right to negotiate with the contractors and anyone else, at the end of the day, they could be looking at $100 to $2 million annual in property taxes, which is just absolutely absurd. So again, kind of piggybacking off of today's first chat poll, does J.B. Pritzker sit or stand when he has to take a leak? I mean, the answer is clear, man. Like it is nasty. Now we've got these ugly things coming about. Someone in the show I just did with Adam Mason said, Mayor Johnson was expecting a phone call from Kevin Warren but never got it. Like, what are we, in middle school? If you want to get this, if you want things to get done, do it. Make the phone call.
Yeah. So how does that make you feel, Foster?
Oh, dude, I live in Crook County, so I go to sleep New Year's Eve. Back in 22, and my taxes are about 3,200 a year. I wake up New Year's Day, and they're all of a sudden they're 6,200. That's literally what they did to everybody in the county, and they did it over a period of 2 years. They hit all the suburbs first, and G's shaking his head because they nailed you guys too down there, right?
Man, you get taxed for everything, man. You get taxed for air, you get taxed for water, you get
No,
taxed
but I mean,
for toilet,
didn't they just like double your property taxes overnight? Your second bill.
Yeah. They doubled the property taxes, man. They doubled,
and it
all
was
this
more
shit.
than your entire taxes for the year before. That's how crooked.
Yeah. I don't
And
get
then
it.
they're blaming this on Trump. I just saw
It's
what's
like-
her name on the news today, blaming it on Trump. The head of the board of Cook County.
Inflation
what's her
is
name?
the new. There's a
He was
new
on 32
problem.
saying we haven't raised taxes in Cook County in 7 years. I'm like, you lying piece of crap.
I have to apologize,
They
G.
doubled,
Foster
sorry.
keeps going on. He keeps
cool,
giving
man.
you your pause to talk, but then he keeps talking. Just let him finish talk.
That's the Adderall talking.
Are you done, Foster? Yeah. Okay.
I'm disagreeing with him. That's all. It's his world, man. I'm disagreeing with him. He's right, man. It's the taxes here is crazy. That we got a 15-cent grocery bag tax here. That's just the tip of the iceberg, man.
Peach, what's up, man?
Nothing much. So is it official that the Bears moving to Indiana?
No,
No,
this
they
is
have
a
to sign
very
up. Yeah.
this is a very opportune time for me to share this tweet from Dan
On first and
Wiederer.
goal, PJ. They're on first and goal.
No, they're not. They're not. Let
What
me
is-
let me share my
They're
screen.
at 4th and 1 right now, man, on the 30-yard line.
I've heard this classified. Yeah, 30-yard line's good. They are not even in the red zone yet. So again, post from Dan Wiederer here. He's tweeting out how there's some arena stuff coming from Bears stadium situation on social medias. The hard and fast of it, the Bears have not committed to a move to Indiana. Any video clip bouncing around discussing it like this is a done deal is wayward. The team now has the cards in its hand that are valuable to play if desired. But Illinois officials have the opportunity to respond now to the gestures from Indiana to lure the Bears across state lines. So if you hear anything from an Indiana politician, don't believe it. All they want is for the Bears to be moved to Indiana. They want to capitalize that. They want that to happen. They will say anything and everything to make you convinced that that's going to happen. So don't listen to anything that they have to say. And we already know, we just talked about Crook County. Anyone on the Illinois politician side, probably also lying as well at this point. So the fact of the matter is, and there's a really good article from Kevin Fishbane of The Athletic, he kind of put a synopsis in combination with a couple other guys that he works with, whatever. Essentially, to my understanding, the Bears put out a statement that said that they are committed to doing the site survey to verify if building a stadium in Hammond, Indiana is viable. That process could take months.
So, Peach, what's your answer to that?
Good job, Carl. Good job. Good job.
As an Illinois resident, I would love for the Bears to stay in Illinois, and that's pretty much how I feel about it.
So PJ, let me ask you a question, PJ. Would the distance from Soldier Field to Arlington Heights or Soldier Field to Wolf Lake in, I think it's Hammond, Indiana, which would be a further distance?
I really don't know. I haven't bothered to look.
It would definitely be to Arlington Heights, just for the record.
Oh, that's a further distance?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Soldier Field, that is.
Well, from PJ's perspective, I don't know. That might actually be closer to go for PJ to go to a game.
It sure is. It's going east.
Yeah. And not
south.
Yeah. Not east and north.
West and north.
Carl, what are your taxes now? What are you paying taxes a year?
Nothing. I rent, man. Whole another story, buddy, but I apologize. I wish I could offer. I guess the only information I can provide to you is probably what my dad was paying in Plainfield. He's paying about $6,500.
You know, my property taxes here are in Georgia. 25. They went up from 800 to 25 in 12 years. Like I couldn't get a property anywhere in Illinois for $2,500 a month or a year in property taxes. It's just impossible.
Yeah, even if you claim squatters' rights, which is another joke. If you claim squatters' rights, you'd be paying more in property taxes there.
So, listen. Kevin Warren did the same thing with the Vikings. They threatened to leave the state and go somewhere else, and it worked out in their favor because when it came down to time, to that last moment, they made it happen. But they were not dealing with the corrupt politicians of Illinois. It's a totally different state. This is what worries me: is that we're dealing with a state that's like, let's give you everything we can give you, to a state that's going, we want to steal everything we can from you and not give any of it back to you in whatever form, even though we're going to lose the biggest asset of this entire fucking state. The Chicago Bears, in my belief, are one of the, if not the biggest asset to the state. Losing them would be an absolute catastrophe. What's up, PJ? Tell me your thoughts.
Like I said, I mean, as a resident, I would like to have them stay here, but business is business, I guess.
Are you saying change the subject?
No, I mean, I just don't really have nothing to add on it because I haven't been keeping up with it. I mean, I heard something today about what the people in Indiana had it approved to go forward or something like that. But again, Chicago, Illinois, and their way of doing things still owing on the renovations from 2003, was it? So
yeah, they still owe how much money for that?
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I mean, I don't know what they're doing with money, and that part's concerning. So I mean, I get the business aspect of it, but as a fan and like I said, as a resident, because I mean, there's a sense of pride saying that, hey, my state has the Chicago Bears, but
pride and joy of Illinois. It's in the song.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, the pride and joy of. What are they going to do if they move?
What's Hallis doing in his grave, guys? He's an Illinois guy. He went to the University of Illinois.
What song going to change to, guys? You're the pride and joy of Indiana. It doesn't rhyme. Chicago Bears, bear down. Like, it doesn't fucking rhyme, for one thing.
You could probably. We should bring the Cardinals back. Put them in Hammond. Put the Bears in Arlington Heights. Arizona can have a whole new franchise of their own.
And so you're telling me, like, a little tiny piss ass state, like whenever I drive home from where I live in Georgia to Chicagoland, I avoid Indiana. Why? Because Indiana has like some counties of the state do not adhere to the change in the time frame, you know. So I go from 3 o'clock to 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock to 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock to 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock to 2. I never know what fucking time zone I'm in, man. What is up, Seeley? Thanks for joining us tonight, and bear down.
Seeley.
Courtesy of the CNG podcast on Twitter, by the way.
All right, well done, G Walker. That was a nice one. See, you just never know what time zone you're driving through Indiana. So when I drive from Georgia, here's how I program my route. Portillo's in Champaign, Illinois. And once I get to Champaign, Illinois, I reroute to where I'm going. And then I go from there up to where I need to go. I never go through Indiana because it's 2 o'clock, it's 3 o'clock, it's 2 o'clock, it's 3 o'clock. I'm looking at nothing. It's like then I have to go through Indianapolis. I have to go through Gary, Indiana, and they make me get off the fucking expressway and then take the tollway and go through the skyway.
I will say the worst driving, and I'm the youngest on this panel here, the worst driving I've ever experienced my entire life is definitely on I-80 when it becomes 94 on my way to Michigan. That is literal hell on earth.
And by the way, Sile says it's Celeste. Celeste, thank you for joining us, Celeste. Who's talking? Go ahead. I'm not.
What'd Steve say?
The Stevenson I-55 going into Chicago and coming home from Chicago, that sucks.
I'm sure it does, man. I'm sure it does.
All about the timing down there, making that run. I've been making it for 40 years, so.
Mm-hmm.
No, you haven't, Foster. You've been making it for 4,000 years. Stop playing.
400,000.
At least 700.
On the horse and buggy.
Impossible, because my father was building it in the 50s. I'm just giving you information, man. That's a fact. He was building it in the 50s.
The 1750s.
We get to our guys.
The 2050s BC.
Let's just bypass the Indiana crap for now because it's aggravating to everyone.
Well, no, everyone's pissed off about the Indiana thing. Everyone's talking about it right now. Like, we got people jumping in right now to talk about it.
I think we got to spin up a chat poll.
And it is lying season. There's a bunch of lies to talk about, trades and stuff, because that's the biggest.
Well, this is kind of what I talked about.
All
like,
right.
Kevin Warren pushed this to the. Kevin Warren he pushed this to the brink with the Vikings, and they got their deal done in Minnesota. So, is this just a ploy to really take it to the brink? Just give them the tip and then pull out and go back to where you
PJ. So long. You can only bluff so long. I mean, if you're trying to bluff, what happens when a person calls you bluff? So I'm not a fan of bluffing. I mean,
that's what I'm worried about, right? The bluff, right, Peach?
Yeah, if you bluff, I mean, like I said, if they call him on it, then you're forced to do the bluff. So I don't know. Like I said,
do you guys think this is a bluff, G?
It could be a leverage play. I think at the same time, Kevin Warren's job is eventually going to be on the line. So he has to do something to make sure that he keeps his job security. So when you're looking at it from that aspect and, people are being impatient and his bosses need to see what's going on. And you see just how Illinois is handling the whole situation. Like, why will I bluff when I know that there are people that want the Chicago Bears, the organization? Like, why would I bluff that? That doesn't make – I mean, it's a leverage play, but I'm not playing with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to put the situation to where I got all the cards. You know what I mean? I have all the cards. I am – the CEO of the Chicago Bears. You know what I'm saying? Caleb Williams played for our team. George McCaskey is the grandson of, you know what I'm saying? This is who we are. Like, this is not a joke, man. I'm not playing. We're going to leave if you don't give us what we want. We are the pretty girl. You're just the guy who can't get a date at the prom, bro. Understand, play your role, man. Play your role. And I think they are overplaying their hand as the Illinois politicians go here. Like, I think it's a dangerous game to play. I don't think they're going to recover from their political careers if the Chicago Bears actually end up leaving the state. Like, you're not going to recover from this. This will be forever on your resume as a politician. So if you don't want that on your resume, do what the hell you need to do to make sure the Chicago Bears not only stay in Chicago, but in the damn state at Arlington Heights, Illinois, where you have the land. Like, what are we doing here? Like, it doesn't make any sense to be playing a game this long to where Indiana comes in maybe after 4 or 5 weeks, then passed 2 bills already, and you've been sitting on this plan since Kevin Warren got here. Like, and they canceled the meeting. It's like, what else we need to talk about, man? I need to see cursive writing. I need to see things written down. I need to see plans. Like, there's nothing else to talk about that what they haven't talked about. Like, we got to work something out in the paperwork again. We got to work some more stuff out again and some more kinks again. Like, come on, man. Like, I think Kevin Warren and George McCaskey and everybody just run out of patience, man. And I totally understand it. I totally get it.
And G. Walker, I don't even know if it's like the Bears are saying it's my way or the highway. They just want it to be fair. I showed that graphic, right?
Can't even get fair?
Right. It's like, okay, the Bears want a world-class stadium. Wow, what a surprise. They want to be able to have a dome so that they can use their new stadium and their new facility to host year-round events in hopefully one of the best cities in the world in Chicago. Wow, what a surprise. But you expect for all that in return to pay 10 times the amount in property tax than any other franchise in the NFL? It's asinine.
You're taking our best asset and saying, fuck you.
Yeah, you take away, you playing with a guy like Kevin Warren, who's the Big Ten CEO, the boss. He's not somebody you just get off the street and say, hey, come run my organization. So, it's insulting to his intelligence, to his staff, to his research, what he's done prior to getting to the Chicago Bears and Minnesota. Like, it's disrespectful. It's really disrespectful how they're playing this game in Illinois right now.
It's a really good way to think about how crooked the government is in Illinois when you consider, again, Kevin Warren, president, commissioner, whatever he was of the Big Ten. And he also got this exact same project done for another NFL franchise. He did it for the Vikings. So why is this so fucking hard?
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't make any sense, man. This is let you know how far the rabbit hole goes as far as Illinois and these taxes and all this stuff that's going on in this
Mayor Johnson
been going on for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. It's just embedded in this state, man, and they can't get away from it. They can't
but Mayor Johnson, he didn't get his phone call. What a shame, didn't get his phone call.
Steve, I need to hear your thoughts right now, man. What are your thoughts? I know you live in Indiana, so you're probably impartial to this, but like overall, what are your thoughts on this, man?
This isn't a new thing, guys. This has been going on for 8 years.
More than that. Back to the first stadium rebuild.
Yeah, exactly.
2003.
It's not just the taxes, how corrupt Illinois and Chicago are. It's so many other things too. So I was talking to Alex on a live chat.
Alex is my name-o?
Yeah, what we pay out here in Indiana is peanuts on the dollar compared to in Illinois. If I had this house on the lake in Illinois, I'd be paying $18,000 to $24,000 easy in taxes.
What are you paying now?
$4,200.
No, that's you might be paying 10 to 15. I would say though, easily 10 to 15.
Illinois?
Yeah, easily 10 to 15. My family.
No, he said on the lake. Like,
on a lake.
It could be even higher. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. The 18 to 24 sounds very plausible.
When I was in Plainfield, I was actually looking at the house on the lake out there in that little community, and they were $24,000 back then. Before I moved out here, I don't even want to look how much the taxes are out there now.
Pete, yeah. What are your property taxes in Southern Illinois?
For my house?
Yeah.
Oh, about $16,000.
Oh, see, that's exactly your point, Steve, right?
Yeah.
Holy shit, fuck balls, fucking cocksuck, fuck. I have Tourette's syndrome now.
I'll be right back.
PJ, 16,000, 5 figures?
Jesus.
That's why I tore my house down. I live in the garage with the outhouse.
I'm about to claim squatters' rights on PJ's house. I'll be right over. Oh, my God.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, see, if you live in Illinois, this gets depressed to be a depressing conversation.
That's why
I didn't think we were going to talk about this tonight.
That's why, I live in Atlanta. My house is almost paid off. My work wants me to move back to come into the office every day in West Chicago, and I'm like, it would take you buying my house and paying it off just so I could afford the property taxes, which would be more than what I'm paying for my total mortgage here. Like you're like Illinois is insane, and why would you do that to your people? Why?
It would probably be cheaper, Shorty, in that exact scenario to literally have you live out of a hotel. They would just pay for a hotel
They have a
365
fucking guy
days.
that drives from Milwaukee and stays in a hotel for every Monday through Friday. He's one of our biggest guys in our company that stays in a hotel
from
Monday through
Wisconsin,
Friday.
Indiana, worked in Chicago for decades. For decades.
And what's
That's
crazy?
the 90s, I know people.
Wait, it's in Milwaukee he's staying?
Well, actually somewhere in the area, but not.
If he was in the Chicagoland area, money from that would be going to the old Soldier Field renovation, just for the record.
No
That's
shit.
crazy. That's crazy. Oh, my God.
This is sad, guys. This is sad that this conversation is being had right now because I want to thank you, John King Bravo, for joining us. Drive Secure, Highland Connor McLeod, Whisper Mason, all the newbies that have hopped in with us, and King Jeremy, the Wicked 91. A lot of newbies hopping in with us tonight. We got 100 viewers right now.
My bad,
This is
y'all.
amazing.
My bad.
Thank you all for joining us tonight because I know you guys all feel the same way. And I see your passion in the chat. And it's just so sad that we have to have this conversation. And hopefully it is because they are playing. Hopefully one day we will look back on Kevin Warren and say, wow, like he did it right. He like played the cards right, and we got exactly what they wanted. Not us, because we're not paying for it, but them. What's up, Chad Spiger? Hopefully.
Oh, you know what? That 4,300 is including HOA dues too.
Oh,
Okay,
see?
okay.
Look at that.
Wow.
I mean, it's like it's. I just think about how many games I've been to. I've been to like at least 50 games in my life, and I would never be able to go to another one if they moved there, unless I spent all the money to stay in a hotel and drive there and stay in a hotel and drive back, and I'd have to take off work. I couldn't just like go to a Sunday game, and I know that the what's up, Super Clark Khan? Thank you for joining us tonight. I know that I have a lot of season ticket fan holder friends of mine that I get tickets from, and I know that they're all feeling the same way right now. Like, how in the hell am I going to go to a game without having to stay in a hotel, all that stuff? They're going to lose. Yeah, they'll gain it back, but then they're going to rape them, with their PSL fees and all that shit. And it's really not even the fans like us that are not season ticket holders. It's more of what are you going to do to your season ticket holder fan base that's going to just be like, what I mean?
So are you a Sox fan or a Cubs fan?
Cubs fan.
You're a Cubs fan? So
Yeah.
do you have you like how they went ahead and they redid Wrigley Field, right? Wrigleyville?
I do, but I've never seen it.
You've never seen it?
No.
Wow. Well, you got to see it.
Are you a Cubs fan or a Sox fan?
Cubs fan.
Okay.
My mom's a North Sider. My dad's a South Sider.
Okay. So I would love to see it. I've been meaning to go, but I just haven't made it there when I come home. It's like it's just too much to. I'm visiting friends and family, and it's just too much to go to.
The reason why I'm bringing that up is because you don't think the Bears are going to go ahead and make it paradise, hotels, casinos, food, bars, you name it. That whole area, wherever they go to, Arlington Heights or Hammond, Indiana, Gary, Indiana.
Yeah, but Arlington Heights, they have like if the space is as big as
Gary, Indiana.
If the space is
Go
as
to
big
Hammond,
as
who's going to own it?
if their property is this, the stadium is this big over here in the corner. It's like literally like that big, and the rest of that space is their property. They can build all the hotels. Are casinos legal? Can they build a casino? I don't know, but hotels, restaurants, I can it's a half an hour train ride from Crystal Lake to Arlington Heights for me instead of an hour and a half ride on a train. And then I can barely get to the stadium on time to catch a game without being able to even walk around and show, Chris Watts and Jason UK Bears who have come in from, the UK. It's like there's not even enough time to go and enjoy yourself and actually get to the stadium on time to watch, to look around the stadium and enjoy the game. But if it was like a half an hour train ride, I'm partial. I know that, but I know that it would be different for other fans that live closer to the city. But there'd be so much available there in that complex in Arlington Heights. It's staggering to me that they wouldn't even, other than we're talking about taxes and all that shit. So I get it.
So you said you grew up in Crystal Lake, or you have a place out in Crystal Lake? Crystal Lake.
My mother lives there.
So Crystal Lake to Chicago was what, 45 minutes to an hour and 15? So to the stadium?
On the train, it's an hour and 20 minutes. A drive is about the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it doesn't really matter. Of course, I'm going to take the train so I can enjoy myself.
Enjoy, yeah. Well, I get it.
Yeah. So, like for you, it would be better actually. So you're kind of impartial to this conversation because you're like, yeah.
I'm going to be a Bears fan either way. It doesn't matter to me.
What do you think? Let me ask you guys this question. I'm going to go around the horn. PJ, do you think that it would become the Hammond Bears or the Chicago Bears?
Chicago Bears.
Foster, you're muted.
Giants been playing in New Jersey since 1976. Now they both play in New Jersey. It's going to be the Chicago Bears. That you can't change that.
Steve, what do you think?
The Bears, all day, every day. Chicago Bears.
G.
Chicago name rights a totally different arena to pay for. That's not gonna change.
Yeah.
The Bears, Chicago, still gonna say that.
Carl.
At the very worst, if they really wanted to stick it to the state of Illinois, they could go by the Chicagoland Bears. But no, they'll always be the Chicago Bears.
Does it change your opinion on the team? It sounds like the answer is no.
I have a chat poll going just for the record. A very simple: would you still be a Bears fan if they moved to Indiana? And I don't really care. Honestly, if they did something crazy and they went to Arizona and became the fucking Arizona Cardinals, I'm still going to be a fan of that franchise. So yes, I would still be a fan.
Could you imagine what it would have been like to be a Browns fan and they move to Baltimore and become the Ravens, and then they start winning a couple of Super Bowls, and they've been awful since before. And
was there a lapse? Like Cleveland lost their franchise for a little tiny bit, right?
Yeah, they moved to Baltimore and became the Ravens,
and then they re-became the Browns or
when
Cleveland
won in court the rights
and
to have all the records and everything of their franchise, and then they reformed.
And then they started producing like the worst string of quarterbacks ever. They actually drafted a
team.
They actually drafted a savior with Baker Mayfield, and then they shit the bed on that, and then they hired call it a sexual predator, whatever. That I would just say that would be terrible. Couldn't deal with that. I couldn't deal with that.
I wouldn't say savior, but yes, he was one of the better quarterbacks that they drafted.
He's currently a top 5 quarterback in the NFL.
Hey, Carl, I got a question for you. What if the Bears do move to Indiana and the Cardinals come back to Chicago?
Right, yeah. Then I'm like pitted against. Oh, am I a Chicago fan? Like,
oh, I'm a Bears fan. Yeah,
I'm a Bears fan. So I agree with you on that.
Yeah, because the Cardinals came before the Bears, right, Steve?
Yeah.
Here's what it was: the Cardinals and the Sox played in Comiskey Park, and the Bears and the Cubs played in Wrigley Field. You were either north side or south side, and you lived and died by that almost where you lived. Mm-hmm. And I'm just going back to the 60s and the 70s in Chicago. Because you didn't see Sox fans on the north and northwest side at all ever. I'm from the west side, which was mostly Cub fans, because just being from Garfield Park, anything from the lake on the north side was all Cubs fans back in the day. And then if you were on the south side, and anybody in the middle could fall either way, but that was literally how it was. Late 60s, 70s, into the 80s. I mean, there used to be fights at Cubs and Sox games. I'm a big fan of both. I've gone to more Sox games than Cubs games, and I'm a North Sider, and both my kids are White Sox fans. Will not come to Wrigley Field unless the White Sox are playing. So go figure, Chicago insanity, right?
And Peach, Romy says right here, if the NFL expands again, we can get a team here in Illinois.
I was just about to say that. There would have to be like an expansion and a realignment.
That would mean, Peach, that we would not have a team.
I said that 40 minutes ago, guys.
All right, well, you're out of here. That's like,
yes, indubitably.
If it expands, then we get a team here again, and
Right.
then they're what, the Chicago Warriors or whatever the hell it might be. Like,
So what happens if out of nowhere, Decatur wants the
Thank you,
Bears back?
Peach. That was
my
my thing.
my
man.
wife said
That would be
too.
cheaper in taxes for sure.
Yeah,
And they got plenty of space, and then they'd be Illinois. I mean, they'd do
They'd
the
be
Chicago
the-
Bears, but they'd still cover the state better.
yeah. Would they become the Decatur Staleys though, Peach?
That's a good question. That's what I wonder.
Oh my goodness, this is such a ridiculous conversation. I can't believe we were having this right now. It's absolutely absurd.
And what about St. Louis? What about St. Louis? They lost their football team. You got Decatur in the smack dab middle of Chicago and St. Louis. I don't know.
I think St. Louis has to do a better job of
Don't say crime. Don't say crime.
finding a location, finding a location where they could have a good stadium, because where they had it at downtown wasn't a good location. It was like kind of hard to navigate and whatnot.
And I remember seeing renderings and watching a video late at night trying to fall asleep of St. Louis's like projected stadium proposal alongside some sort of river. And my God, it was beautiful. And I can't remember why that fizzled out, but I agree with what you're saying, PJ.
The Mississippi River?
Potentially, I don't know.
Yes.
Conversation disgusts me, man.
Yes.
Should we move on?
You want to pivot to Mad Maxx?
Let's do it. I'm gonna let you you ride that wave while I take a quick break, because we have a lot of people on the panel, and I want the others to have, everyone else to have a moment to talk. I know I'm the host, but I want you guys to have this moment to talk about the pivot to a Max Crosby. I'll be right back.
Well, let's just hear it from C&G Podcast, G Walker. I mean, what were your impressions of that podcast? I watched it in its entirety. I have some strong opinions of it, but what was your opinion on it?
My opinion on it is that it might be a little long-winded, but we're starting to see in this era, and we're starting to see what type of quarterback we got here. When Caleb was on the St. Brown's podcast talking about Ben Johnson, he got Ben Johnson. And the timing of the podcast is always important. When there's smoke, there's fire. So me personally, everybody keeps talking about DJ Moore and is he going to leave? And I'm like, somebody got to want him to leave. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, there's a 95% chance that nobody takes him just because of that contract alone. He have to have a partner to dance with you with the receiver that has money like that on it, or any player that got money like that coming out. So, it's been Max Crosby, but to see Caleb Williams get up there, the timing of it is just everything. And to get up there on that podcast, that blew my mind. That let me know he's stepping into a leadership role. He understands recruiting, and he understands what his team needs to win. And he's looking at players and looking at coaches like Ben Johnson that he knows that could help him win. So it was eye-popping to me. Now, are we going to give up the draft capital to get him? I don't know. We're not in the front office. You know what I'm saying? We're not in there. But if Caleb has any type of pull, he's paying attention. Like Ryan Poles, that was a message that was sent to Ryan Poles, man. That was a huge message, man. That was a giant message. And we're going to see what comes from that, man. I don't know. But to see Caleb get up there and kind of take control of a situation that might be happening, sending a message to his GM and his coach, that says a lot, man. It just did.
So you really interpreted that podcast as a potential recruitment from Caleb Williams.
Yeah, because you can't tamper technically, but you can go on a podcast and talk to someone and just be like, we're just on a podcast. We're just talking. We're just guys talking. We're just guys hanging out. Two crazy guys, like they say on Saturday Night Live. Like, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, that's a recruiting meeting, man. That's really a recruiting meeting.
Question
man.
for you, C&G.
Yeah.
Is it tampering if another player talks to you? I thought it was only tampering if the front office personnel.
No, I'm saying like it's not tampering.
Totally legit.
It's totally legit because it's a podcast and
no. What I'm asking is, even if it wasn't on a podcast, I'm just saying I didn't think another player could be considered tampering.
There has to probably be, PJ, and sorry to cut you off. I would wager that for there to be an issue like that, there has to be a paper trail, right? Like, imagine if Ben Johnson had something in writing, like a text message to Caleb Williams, right? Like, oh, can you ask Max Crosby to shave $10 million off his salary for this year so we can get the salary cap sorted out? Then Caleb Williams goes on the podcast. He gets recorded for a conversation for 60 minutes, but he was really there for 5 hours. He said, "You know what, man? I'm big in investing. I could help you out here. Just need you to shave $10 million off the cap. All these things. If there's a paper trail, could get nasty." But I don't think there's any BS like that. The Bears are any football team would be way too smart to do something too stupid like that.
Any of you guys remember who the phone call was right before the Super Bowl to somebody in Florida or something a few years back? And there was suspicion because it came out after the deal was done. No?
No.
Maybe that was Tom Brady going to. This ain't that long ago, man. You remember, Pete?
Yeah,
Miami?
There was a phone call that was made that they found about after a deal was done, but I don't remember what the deal was.
Miami.
That could have tampered with that deal being done. You remember this or no?
Yeah.
Am I making it up?
I'm telling
So
you.
I'm just saying.
It was
there's
Miami.
things that shade the line that you can get away with.
Yeah, that's
And that's the game. That's the game. It's like
whatever
like
you can get away with, you do it.
I scratch your back, you scratch mine. It's what happens behind closed doors, dude. We all know that.
The last NFL team I remember got caught with tampering was the Falcons. And that was with the quarterback and Darnell Mooney.
That's exactly right. Yes,
Yeah,
and
I forgot
there
about
could be that link between Cousins playing on the Vikings and obviously them having 2 cracks against the Bears with Darnell Mooney. So I think that's exactly right.
Yeah.
What was that again, Steve?
The last tampering I remember with the NFL was Kirk Cousins from the Vikings to the Falcons, and then the same year, Darnell Mooney to the Falcons.
Yeah, because they got suspended.
They both signed in the offseason. I think there was a pick taken away. Let me see if I can figure that out.
So let me ask y'all this. So what if it's okay? It's a podcast now. Okay, what if it comes out to a situation where we actually get Max Crosby and it pisses everybody off, and going forward they ban players on podcasts because that's going to be considered tampering.
You'd probably have a holdout. You'd probably have football players not playing football, and that would be awful. They would never pass that. Players Association would never allow that.
Just saying.
Hey, G,
Even if they demanded it, man, you could beat that in court so easily. I'm just saying.
Hey, G, what do you think is a good trade capital to get Max Crosby?
I'm going to say a first rounder in DJ Moore's contract. That's it.
Do you know, Steve, what the actual asking price is from, I call them Oakland?
He's not worth 2 first-round picks.
They want the exact package at a base from Micah Parsons, which was 2 first-round picks and a starter.
Guys, I love Crosby. He's not Micah Parsons. The only one that's close to Micah Parsons is Garrett.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, hold on. I mean, Garrett is twice as good as Parsons.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Garrett is like the cherry on top.
Garrett, he's the best.
Yes. Okay.
And you think that Parsons is that much better than Crosby, though?
No.
I do.
Okay. I mean, that's a fair assessment. I'm not going to sway either way. I think the appeal for Crosby at the end of the day is there's a football player who wants to win a Super Bowl and wants to leave the franchise that he's on currently, so the Raiders lose leverage there. And this player is a little bit older, coming off of knee surgery. Yeah. There's nothing to say he's not a good player.
Can I just say, though, that if we were allowed to get these 2 third-round comp picks that the Chiefs got from us taking Ryan Poles from them, if the NFL didn't fuck with us and give us those picks, it would be worth it to use some draft capital that we have in the next couple of years to get Max Crosby, because we're basically going to be picking late first round, which is basically a high second round pick. So it'll all balance it out. But no, they want to prevent us from becoming a dynasty. But no, they didn't want to do that for the Chiefs because they were a low market team that nobody gave a shit about. I'm done.
Coast bias, man. Coast bias.
What was that? What was the trade package that those guys from ESPN came up with for Max Crosby? It was like a first round this year, and then a day 2 pick this year.
I actually think I don't know if it was DJ Moore. I'll see if I can figure it out real quick. But
Was DJ Moore
it was a trade that was widely accepted to be favorable for the Bears, and that's something Oakland would never even entertain. So again, I think a very, very fair and reasonable trade in the scenario would be, at its base, would be the Bears' first-round pick this year and DJ Moore for Max Crosby. Then you can get into your stupid little draft charts that say, oh, we're 200 points off, someone needs a 7th round, whatever. I don't really care. I think that's a legitimate, fair ask, though, for a player of that caliber. And again, PJ's probably maybe frustrated at this conversation. Why is DJ Moore an afterthought in this? I mean, DJ Moore's a hell of a wide receiver.
I love DJ Moore.
And Oakland's about to draft.
That's my DJ.
Oakland's about to overdraft a quarterback first overall because that's what bad teams do. They draft the quote-unquote best quarterback even if he's not, good enough for a first overall pick. They're going to draft Mendoza. Who's Mendoza throwing the ball to? I mean, DJ Moore would be a fine addition to that team and accelerate the development of a huge investment that you just made in that quarterback.
They still need a wide receiver, though, right? Brock Bowers.
They got Bowers and they got Myers. They got two pretty good tight ends.
Meyer is very close to being a flop.
They traded Myers. Myers is gone. They don't have anybody anymore at wide receiver.
Who do they have on the outside?
They got one young guy that looks good, but I can't remember his name, dude. I looked at him because as soon as they traded Jacoby, man, I'm fantasy stuff,
So
that's my point here.
I hope they don't.
DJ would be huge for the team, but
here
my issue with this whole trade this whole time is how much money. So the Raiders are going to take all this cost in him for next year. I don't see him doing that. That's
what do you mean?
Issue with the trade that I have.
Crosby?
No, DJ's contract. He's saying the Raiders are going to take
DJ Moore's contract. They're going to take all $28.5 million due. I don't see him doing that.
We're taking on Crosby's salary. I mean, that's a fair trade.
It doesn't matter. They're going to go by numbers, man. And you take his last season, which screwed him.
I'll figure it out,
DJ's
Foster,
made
don't
every
you worry,
quarterback
buddy.
he's played under look great with 1,000 yards. Every quarterback. He's done it with them.
Guys, does everybody think we have this short window to make the Super Bowl? I don't think we have a little 2-3 little window.
Guys, if the Bears or if the Raiders trade Max Crosby, they have $5 million in dead cap in 2026 and $30 million saved. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, the window. No, our window is open as long as Caleb is the quarterback and Ben Johnson is there, and they can they get an edge rush. Like shooting for the stars, edge rusher is cool, but if we can get maybe a middle pack defense and consistently get off the field on third down, and you can give Caleb Williams and Ben Johnson a short field more times than you can't after this season, we'll cook it with fish oil, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the point, CJ or G. It's we don't have the short window.
No, we don't.
Build it properly.
I wouldn't want to overdo
you guys?
I don't want to overdo it getting the guy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you guys feel like this team could overextend though?
And things happen, man. That 63 team should have won a couple more championships, but a guy leaves, Ditka. Another guy's out for a whole season. So things can happen, man. I say the window's short, and we've got to take advantage of it now, sooner than later. I just had to throw that in there.
Man, you got to pay Caleb eventually $70 million. So you don't want to become a team that doesn't have a pass rush and linebackers and it's better safeties, and then we become a team that's consistently putting up points and we can't get off the field and he has to put up 40 points every game. So, they have to just figure it out.
That's an interesting number you just dropped.
Yeah, look, and the people are talking about
that's the number I dropped last week. Exactly.
Yeah. Look,
no, I'll touch on that.
Number 2, girl.
I'm just saying.
Go ahead, G. I'm sorry because you're rolling, dude. I'm agreeing with everything you're saying, bro.
They gotta just get it right. Like they talk about Caleb might be the face of the NFL at one point. You know what I mean? Like that. Then whenever he's going, we're breaking records for you against the Rams and against all these teams. All that adds up to the court QB1 and getting paid, man. It just adds up.
And the NFL is making hundreds of billions of dollars on all this.
So they have to get that defensive line.
That's why your property taxes went up, Foster.
Yeah. Caleb tax. They going up on the season tickets. Caleb tax. Caleb tax. He's getting paid in about another year, man. Caleb tax. Get ready, people. Get ready.
That's why we got rid of the other house. The big house in Park over by Park Ridge there. because the tax were froze because my mom was like 90. They were going from $3,000 to like $18,000, and the houses were worth $400,000, $600,000. Now they're being sold in that neighborhood for $1 million, and I'm like, they just priced everybody out of that neighborhood. The regular person can no longer live in an old Chicago neighborhood near Jefferson Park. They priced everybody out of it unless you're making $500,000 a year, and that would be paycheck to paycheck for somebody making $500,000 a year. I mean, it's just a joke.
Foster, the big house is at Ann Arbor, just for the record. Now, PJ, you've been a little bit quiet on this. I mean, I know I don't have to ask you. I know you don't want the Bears to trade DJ Moore, and I'll bring up a point that Caleb Williams had on this podcast with Max Crosby that would suggest that there's no way they would trade DJ Moore. But what's your opinion on the matter as far as improving this defense? I feel like you think that this defense does need to be improved. Clearly, we have a lot of free agents at the safety position. I mean, what's step one as far as improving this defense, in your opinion?
Fortunately, with the contracts of Dale and the guy from Atlanta, what's his name? The defense.
Grady Jarrett.
Grady Jarrett. With those two contracts, I mean, it'd be hard to really do much. But I'm a big proponent of going through the draft. Go through the draft, get a defense tackle, get a defensive end.
Yes.
But what you do with Dale and Grady, somehow, if I can, try to get rid of them. But I mean, they're in a tough situation. I mean, I don't think you want to get rid of DJ because you don't want to destroy that chemistry they have in that wide receiver room. You got a good core with DJ, Rome, Luther, and then you bring in the tight ends. I mean, I don't even want to see them get rid of Komet either. So you have some good, really good weapons. You don't want to destroy that. I just seem like the defensive line needs to get younger. I mean, you have a couple of young guys, but seem like you need to go even younger. As much as people complain about Dexter's still putting up at least 6 sacks a year. I mean, and that's what, top 10 as a defensive tackle. So
with the time to sack being like literal 8 seconds.
8 seconds.
I hear your point, PJ. I hear your point.
We said that at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, we invested heavily on the offensive side last year. It's time to kind of balance it out some type of way. So,
but hold on. Financially, the Bears in 2025 had the 5th most expensive defense in the entire NFL.
Yep.
Let me rephrase that. Mm-hmm. We got better quality offensive players last year than we did on the defense.
But how did we do that, PJ? How did we fix this offensive line in one singular year? 2
trades and a free agent.
There you go.
So my point being, we invested more on quality players on the offensive side than we did on the defensive side. So this year you need to do something on the defensive side.
Right. And again, maybe a trade for a quality starter isn't an iconic, future Hall of Famer in Max Crosby or Myles Garrett. Maybe there's a veteran out there that we just haven't thought of that could be traded for, who's aging
in
a situation where they're not winning. What if I threw out the name Dexter Lawrence? What about Dexter Lawrence? Wouldn't that be a good player?
Trey Hendrickson.
Well, that guy's just a straight up free agent.
Right. So you get Trey. You don't have to give up any draft capital. You front load his contract. You're immediately better as soon as you get him, and you build through the trenches like PJ was saying. And then that way, you keep your draft capital. You pay a guy, and then with the new information we get on the stadium stuff, that make him retire Bears a Super Bowl winner.
But why even go for a trade period when isn't Chubb available?
Chubb, Hendrickson, a free agent. So it's like
I like Phillips, the guy who went from the Dolphins to the Eagles. I think he's a free agent. I do like Jalen Phillips.
I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, I just think making trades at this juncture is just bad business, in my opinion. At this time, I mean, we're on the brink, so let's not throw away draft capital where we can have young guys coming in.
The idea is that, like for Joe Tooney, could you draft a decent enough player that you could develop in the 4th round. Sure, you could.
Yeah.
You could also get a Hall of Famer who doesn't have as much tread on the tire, but he's a Hall of Famer. So if you can get a player like that, again, I don't know if Dexter Lawrence is a player who is even available. But something like that is something to think about.
I don't know if you can get a defensive player like that for what you got for Tooney, what you gave up a 4th for Tooney.
Yeah.
You're not going to give up a 4. I mean, I think you would have to pay more. And that's what I'm talking about. I mean, I'm not trying to give away like my 1st rounder, my 2nd rounder, my 3rd rounder. I'm skeptical about my 4th rounder because, again, I know we're going to have to pay Caleb here pretty soon, right? So why am I inviting another contract? Because we already got Sweat. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think Poles is the type of guy that looks at it by position. He's paying one defensive end in Sweat, so he's not trying to pay another one top dollar like that. He's paying Sweat, what, 24 million, 25 million? He decided to pay Dale maybe 15. So if he's going to pay a defensive tackle, he may pay 1, but I can't see him paying 2, but he's already paying Grady. So if he's paying Grady, I don't think he's going to try to pay another one. The point I'm making is I don't see him paying Sweat, paying Max, and paying Dale all at the same position.
Right. And again, there might be some shifting of the feet here where Dale's moved to like offset cap. Again, that's not my job. Why was Joe Tooney moved? Was he not good enough for the Chiefs?
Because they had
quite the opposite, right? He's extremely good. He's extremely good. And they could not afford him because they're already paying their quarterback. And the Bears are not. The Bears have a really good starting quarterback on a rookie deal. So try and take advantage of it. That's all I'm saying.
But I agree with you though, Peach, man. I think the safest way to go just to, if you got guys that can come in here and help your defense and that pass rush, because we know what that secondary can do when it's healthy, with a healthy Jalen and a healthy Kyler. You know what I'm saying? Kevin Byard's back there. Even I think they're going to get Tyreek Stevenson back, get a little bit of help in the free agents like Trey Henderson or somebody else that said, and you keep your 1st round picks, man. That's the lowest risk, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like that's the risk safest risk that I'll be willing to take. I don't want to give up draft capital either.
Yeah. Adam Mason, very chatty in the chat tonight. Welcome in, Adam. If the Bears were to go to, let's say, a conservative route, I would bring back Khalil Mack before Trey Hendrickson. Khalil Mack would be a little bit cheaper, especially coming off that injury. He has the familiarity. I think that would be a good free agency signing if you want to play it safe in a way.
Because it only makes sense if you figure out what are you doing with pick 25, pick 57, pick 89. What are they doing? And they have to hit on every one of those draft picks. You know what I mean? Every single one, whether it's a linebacker, a safety, a pass rush, or if you look thinking like me, I'm terrified what the hell is going to happen with the left tackle position. You know what I mean? Trapillo's went down. We might have to sign Braxton Jones back. You got Theo back there, but at the same time, you have to move Joe Tooney to the left, to the tackle, and all these musical chairs. So, it's stuff they got to get right, man. And be honest, like Max Crosby is not that high of a priority on my list of things that I would want to fix on this team, man. So, no, man, I'm with Peach on this one, man. Get you somebody cheap, like you said, Carl, and get somebody cheap that's not going to hurt your draft capital and hurt your pockets as much.
Mm-hmm. The draft picks that the Chicago Bears have, no matter where they're being selected at, didn't this coaching staff prove to you guys, in combination with Ryan Poles, that they can identify talent? This coaching staff and this front office, they can identify talent. So they got a damn good tight end. Mm-hmm. In my opinion, they got a damn good wide receiver. They got a decent running back, like Mr. Irrelevant. You got a starting left tackle. You got all these things. And who knows? Hippolyte's going to get a chance now. Ogbongbemiga's been released today. Breaking news. So he's going to be your 4th linebacker, maybe, right? He's going to play special teams. Who knows? Maybe
is that Hammond?
Amen. Ogbongbemiga. He got released today. Saved the Bears about $2 million. Okay. So again, he might have been a hit potentially. We'll have to see. It just takes a little bit more time to develop. We have no idea what Zay Frazier is capable of. Zay Frazier might be a player who comes into the secondary and gives us a spark too. Shamar Turner, yeah, absolutely. Nothing to say the guy was playing terribly. Then he got his ACL torn. It's terrible. So again, maybe that's the answer at defensive line. I have no idea. So
Smart Turner was actually being really good at defensive end, especially in run defense before he got hurt. When they actually switched him over to defensive end, that helped us our run defense big time. And then he got hurt.
Man, when I saw Shamar Turner, I don't know if it was college or it was a preseason game, whatever it was. When I saw him bark at an offensive lineman, he was barking at the guy like he was literally barking like.
You could tell
this dude's
G.
crazy.
Walker.
Like, yeah, we need him.
He just likes football. He'd play for free, I think.
Yeah, he was straight barking at that guy. I'm like,
You
we
need
got
guys
a
like
crazy
that.
dude out here ready. He got hurt. I was like,
Yeah.
damn. I was like,
Yeah.
damn. You get back, big fella.
Yeah.
It's got to be this, and I know you got to go soon, Peach. So I'll just make this one quick. You got to look at. So if I'm polls, I'm looking at okay, what contracts am I willing to renegotiate, not to bury the team down the line. So it's all got to start there, right?
Yeah.
You got to look at what you're playing with before you can even start playing with this hand. And and then the thing with the left tackle does worry me too, because that injury for left tackle, he may never come back and play the same again. Ever.
Yeah.
You've got to be realistic about this stuff. It's a possibility. I'm not saying it's going to happen. Maybe he's a guy that his mobility is he's gonna have to move it inside at a guard position, and at that height at a guard, that causes another problem. So I mean, we don't. I just don't even count like he's there for next year because he's not gonna be.
Yeah.
So I mean, even if they kick Tooney out to guard and you bring in Newman his replacement, that's what I'm thinking. He is the backup left guard. He was on paper at the end of the season. And I called that one too when we drafted him. He's going to end up being the left guard. Tooney's going to teach him. Like, I had a draft show. It's on this show. I just got to be an asshole about it. Sorry. I said it, and it's going to happen. Just with Ozzie being the left tackle, I said that crap too. And we sat here all quiet when I said it. I'm like, dude, I watched this film. He could be the left tackle easy. And everybody shut up. I'm serious. So, but anyways, I'm worried about the left tackle, and then I am worried about the defensive tackle. PJ, I know what you're saying. I think I might risk a fourth or a fifth if the money works out right. Possibly sign a free agent, but I don't think it's going to be a Max Crosby deal. I just don't, man, because then what's that contract he just re-signed, didn't he?
Yeah, he got a nice contract.
What player?
Max Crosby.
Max Crosby.
I can tell you this again. Everyone's saying, "Oh, Max Crosby's making too much money." All these things.
It's not the amount. It's the distance,
even
what you got to push off over the next 2 or 3 years. That's my concern.
So the cap numbers for Crosby in 2027 moving forward, 29 million, 27 million, 28 million. I mean, it's pretty hefty. So, again, it's very feasible that the Raiders could trade him. I don't want anyone to get that confused, right? A pre-June 1st trade for Max Crosby. Again, $5 million in dead cap for the Raiders, who are going to be drafting their starting quarterback first overall, and $31 million essentially in saved money. So it would be a cost-effective move for them to trade Max Crosby. Very plausible.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting how that goes, because if Poles is watching that podcast, you just got to make sure that you got a steady Eddie GM, because I know he saw like the rest of us. He just can't let Caleb, overhype him up. You know what I mean? You got to have some cooler heads prevail in this situation, man, because Caleb is a firecracker, man. He's intense. He's competitive, so he's going to probably have his guy that's going to be rah with him. But you want your GM to be a little bit more calm in situations like this, because that was a big deal to me to see that. Seriously, I was like, whoa, I didn't expect to see that fast.
Well, I just think, I looked it up while we was, discussing this. Players can be considered tampering with another player. So, I don't know. I didn't watch the podcast, so I don't know exactly what he said. But yeah, you cannot tamper with another.
You can tell, PJ, it was coded. You could tell it was like, we're gonna talk, but we can't really talk how we want to talk. So, but that was a recruiting meeting, man.
I don't know. I'm gonna push back on that. I don't know if I agree with that. There was not even 1 second of like, it'd be so cool if you're in Chicago,
it was an
right?
outline,
you can't see it.
Produced thing,
right.
Because that's
what
the way
it was.
Has to be, guys.
For my exact notes I wrote down, there is just this immense level of respect between Caleb Williams and Max Crosby, man. And again, I can debate Adam Mason. Me and Dan can say one thing, and David and Paul on Bearski Film can say another thing about Caleb Williams. Are you going to believe us schmucks? Or are you going to believe the all-world defensive end Max Crosby telling you that Caleb Williams could be like an elite player? So again, there's just this crazy level of respect between them, and it's so interesting to see the Bears have a quarterback at this level.
You can say I respect you, and you can respect me on a text. You can call me and tell me that. You can FaceTime me and tell me you have an immense amount of respect for me. You don't have to get on a podcast for the world to see that you respect and we admire each other. You don't have to do that. So what is really the angle here? Like, you don't have to do that at all. At all. It was a face-to-face meeting between them two, and the message was sent out to me.
Isn't it not reminiscent of what Keenan Allen did for Caleb Williams at his pro day?
A lot of people, PJ, are saying that there was a podcast between Micah Parsons and Jordan Love before the Green Bay Packers trade. That's what they're saying this felt like.
And what did Micah Parsons end up being at? The Packers. Not saying it's gonna happen here, but these dudes know what they're doing, man. They know what the fuck they're doing, man. Very well calculated, very well put together. I'll tell you that. Carl, me and you did something like that, and we was like, I respect you, Carl. It's like God and Carl are too damn smart to just be sitting up here and just doing these pleasantries. What the hell are they really trying to accomplish here? We know y'all. We know what's going on, but like, what are we doing? Come on, Carl, man. Come on.
I mean, there's plausible deniability with the fact that they played each other, right? I think I literally heard Max Crosby say that he had never said a goddamn word to Caleb Williams before they faced off in Oakland, and it was one of those things where it's like, man, we got to sync up, like game recognized game, right? One of those type of situations. So it's plausible. I see where you're coming from, but man, again, just referencing my notes, so much respect between them,
guys. Mm-hmm. You remember the end of the game, the Raiders-Bears game, when they blocked the kick?
Yeah.
Because there was a look from both of those guys to each other. I don't know if they walked up to each other. I don't remember. But I just remember seeing it on my TV going, oh, yeah.
They took a picture there, Foster. It was a picture, too. They took a picture of them doing that. So, when there's smoke, there's fire. Everybody knows that.
Yeah. All right, that was the game where.
So, you guys have a good night. Captain America, pleasure meeting you. G Walk, good seeing you again. Foster, stay out the coffin. Carl, stay up. See you guys later.
Be safe, PJ.
All right, man, later. All right, OG.
All right, and then there were four. Shorty's
Carl,
chilling in the background.
Carl, if we're going to make a trade, I hope it's going to be after the draft. And the Bears already have a very good footing on what they have, such as the defensive tackle. They address the defensive tackle. They address the linebacker. They address the safety. If they have exactly what they want and then make a trade before the season starts for next year's draft capital, I feel a lot better in that aspect.
The sad thing with that, though, is that you'd have to be in that Khalil Mack stratosphere where the player that you're trading for, they're established. You can't just pussyfoot around and trade one first-round pick for someone who might be good or is coming off an injury. Like, you got to get the real fucking deal. And I don't know. I feel like Max Crosby fits that agenda, but it's more so.
We don't know how it's going to be after his meniscus tear or whatever it was. Was it a meniscus?
That's
all these
true.
Players are hurt too, man. Like Trey Henderson's been hurt. Max Crosby has been hurt. Being hurt is part of the game.
Parsons, it was reported he was getting epidurals. Like he couldn't even function as a human, let alone a football player, without getting shots in his back.
But
so again, it kind of fits the bill here.
Mm-hmm. So I got a question. So what do you guys think? And I've been warming up to this too, as far as trading up in the draft, man. Like one of the people that was talking, like, would you trade up? Would you trade up, Foster? Like, would you if the pass rush you want one of them guys from Miami or something like that, would you guys be opposed to trading up this draft to get something?
Foster, go ahead.
Muted.
Muted.
Coming in Tooch. Got to say it every time. I'm like Poles because I'm sure he's already talked about Crosby probably twice with that management. That's the way I think of the guy. I always say this: he's never not looking. He's never not looking to improve the team, in my opinion. He's not always making the right deal, but he's never not looking. So I think that conversation's been had. In fact, I can almost guarantee it right before the trade deadline last year, possibly. but I could look into it. I don't know if it'd have to be the right player, man. I think it would have to be. There was a couple tackles I looked at. I remember in one scenario I actually wanted to trade back for a safety. So I mean, there's too many ways of looking at it. It would have to be the right. Pohl says this too, and I don't even know the name, but it would have to be something that would wow him, like he said, to where I know this is going to help the situation. Because the big thing of the year for me is interior pass rush.
Me too. Yeah.
If that was a little better, look at what the Rams did with Booker at the end of the season. McVay knew in that playoff game, he knew to double team. He didn't double team Sweat that much. That first half, I guarantee if you go back and look at the play, they double teamed Booker on almost every pass rush. So we don't even know what we really have there. I think that the interior defensive tackle position, we need a nose guard, man. We need a nose guard and a real. We need a 1 tech and a 3 tech. Nose, whatever, however you want to play your nose guard. I'll just call it 1 tech and a 3 tech for configuration. But that's critical. And then so Edwards ain't going to be there, not to start the season. So I still think we got something there we got to work with. The left tackle, we need another safety. I'm assuming right off the bat too. I'm like, we're bringing Byard back, right? Everybody wants to do that 100%. I can't. That's the move to make. We're not going to pay Pritzker, so there's too many options. I mean, I definitely would look, but it would have to be the guy that I know. Okay, so you know what? Now one guy, and I have the right depth behind him, is going to solve the entire interior defensive line problem. And that's tough to do when you need to. But
they got to get Dexter. They got to fix Dexter position, Greg position.
We don't know what we got from Turner, like you mentioned earlier, G. I think somebody mentioned it. We don't know what we got. So I'm looking at it as I sit here tonight and we're going through it, literally position by position. I'm going, it's not as terrible as it was in my mind last week when I was going through it at the end of the show. It's fixable this year. At least there's a potential for it being. It's do you make the right moves and how you do your draft picks hit? We discussed it. So I mean, you got to look at it. Gee, I just don't. What's Pohl's mark that's going to put him over the top? Is it there? Yeah. Is it there at 7 or 8? Because I don't think I want to go into where now I'm throwing out more of my draft capital for next year too. Then you know what I mean. I don't want to move too far up, because if you move too far up, then it's too hard to call. I mean, what do you think, Steve? What do you think?
I was just asking. I want to know how y'all feel.
That's tough to even think about, G. I'm going through it. It's hard to think. Sorry, Steve.
Yeah.
Now, this year, I don't think it's a blue chip prospect that's going to fall to where we can actually move up the draft. And I don't want to go ahead and waste draft capital either. What is it? Not TJ Parker. Who's a defensive tackle? Peter Woods. People are saying that he might drop. If he drops to 20, maybe that's in the cards. But then you still have Caden McDonald. You still have Caleb Banks. I love Caleb Banks. You have Lee Hunter that Adam Mason freaking loves. He actually looks pretty stout. But G, you like Akeem Messador from Miami?
From where?
Miami, the Edge. Is that
what
you're talking about?
Yeah.
I like him too, but I think he balled out a little too much at the college bowl, and I think he's going to go a lot higher. I was kind of hoping he was going to fall.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting, man. But I just wanted to get y'all opinion on there's anybody that you can see moving up for, whether it's a tackle or edge or.
Well, with as deep as this defensive tackle class is, I'm actually more comfortable staying put and who falls to me.
Right, let the chips fall where they land, because you're kind of in a situation where you rattled off all those names, Steve. I mean, you're kind of happy with any of those players at 25. I don't know if Lee Hunter is a first-round pick. That's debatable, whatever it is. But again, if you don't get Caden McDonald, take Peter Woods. You had another name in there. It's not coming to my mind. Banks. Yeah, I mean, you're happy with that. To answer G. Walker's question directly, the only player that I'd be interested moving up for that I am so beyond certain of would help this team immediately in a position of need It's Ruben Bain.
It's
The
just
edge-
notes. Man. So when this stuff happens, I'm like, oh, I can remember Carl said Ruben Banks, so I'm gonna just be paying attention.
No. Don't say I want that to happen because I genuinely think that player goes top 5.
I think he goes top 5 too.
But here's the thing. Just to entertain G Walker's question, what if there? And I don't want the Bears to draft players with character concerns, but what if there's a situation akin to Jalen Carter? Right, Jalen Carter was dubbed even before the season started, probably as a top 3 guy. If Ruben Bain was to fall to 10, to fall to 12 for whatever the stupid the hell
We
reason,
got a smear campaign, man, to make some fake Twitter pages about
right?
it.
Yeah,
Man.
he's got the gas mask on. I saw it with my own eyes. He's got a gas mask.
We got to tell
So-
him he's a terrible teammate and all that. So he
Right,
can fall into
right.
25.
Right, he's speeding around on the Dallas International Highway. Whatever,
We got to do something.
whatever. I mean, if something stupid happens like that, maybe. But again, it's just not reasonable.
I got to tell you this, Carl. Is whoever said Ruben Bain Jr. When you said his name, I did a mock, and the second pick in the draft by the Jets was him. Like at the time you said,
Right? If it's not Arvell Reese, it's him. Right? I get that. It's just not feasible.
People talking about Caleb Downs, man. I'm just like, you people are just
Caleb Downs is a safety. I mean, regardless of how good he is, even if he's similar, if he's 90% of Sean Taylor, like you're gonna trade up into the top 10 and take that?
No, I'm just,
I don't know.
People just throwing out names, man. I'm like,
what about Sonny Styles, linebacker from Ohio?
I mean, those guys who whipped Michigan's ass this year. Fuck that guy. I mean, he's an on-ball linebacker, right? Am I wrong? Like,
No, but he is. He's a middle linebacker. So he reminds me.
I'll take him if he falls to the second. Is there a chance he falls to the second? Hell no, he's not going to. So
I got a real crazy question, guys. Real crazy question. Because we're talking and you guys are throwing names out in positions. I'm going, who's going to be taken? Is there a left tackle that you pick at 25 that just solves your problem on that side of the line?
Now we
again?
talking, Foster. Now we talking.
you really have to get into the weeds and evaluate Caden Proctor, Caleb Lomu out of Utah.
There you
Are
go.
those guys going to fall to 25? If they
just
do,
asking, what
you better
what if
have
they
done your
do?
homework.
You
What
better,
if
yeah.
they do? I'm just asking.
okay
what
with
if they
it.
do?
If you didn't spend anything, right? You earned the
If you just-
25th
You're sitting
overall
at
pick,
25 and
Foster.
somebody's handed to you.
Yes, you earned the 25th overall pick because you threw an interception to Cam Curl, and your reward is a left tackle that starts for you for 10 years. Do it.
That's my hope.
That's what I was trying to
Next
get at.
pick is a DT.
Left tackle, man.
So
Yeah.
why in God's name would you ever trade up? Let the chips fall. You're going to get a good player if you can identify the correct talent. Defensive tackle, left tackle, defensive end. Hell, maybe Mesidor falls to 25. Something stupid happens. He's got 2 gas masks. I don't know. Just take the best player. Just like you did at 10. What'd you do? Foster.
Because that's who somebody maybe you trade up a pick or 2 or 3 for.
Nah, don't trade up for nothing. Foster, what happened in the 2025 draft? Did you draft the best player on the board at 10th overall? The tight end out of Michigan? I think you did. I think you did. So you just do it. You just draft the best player available. That's all you do.
Scheme fit. He was
all you
perfect for this scheme. Loveland was perfect for this scheme.
Carl didn't like that pick either.
Even though you hated
Carl
that
hated
pick, Carl.
pick. He could not stand that pick.
What are you talking about? Hold. Pause.
Okay,
Everyone pause.
hold up.
Pause.
He should have been Rookie of the Year, Carl.
Pause. We're gonna have a conversation, Dan. What humans on this panel were wearing Colson Loveland jerseys before he even took a snap for the Bears? I think it was you and me.
Yeah.
There you go.
I bought you one.
No. Maybe. It's part of the contract.
I definitely did. I definitely bought you a Colson Loveland jersey.
Perhaps.
No, 100% I did.
Perhaps. Anyway, Bueller.
You can put me back up there. I don't care.
Bueller. No, I want to be up here. This is my spot.
What did I miss, guys? I apologize. I got life going on.
We all took a piss while sitting.
Awesome. You're all professionals now. You don't want piss all over your jeans and your legs. I appreciate that.
And my magazines, because I keep magazines next to my
magazines,
toilet.
yeah. And your
what a
kids'
fucking
toys.
schmuck.
And your kids' toys. You ever been to
what
a
toys?
friend's house?
Your sex toys?
A friend's house who has their kids' toys packed all over, like their kids' bathroom toys, bathtub toys, all around the sides of the toilet, and you're standing there pissing, and it's just splashing all over their kids' toys. You ever felt the piss splashing on your leg?
No, I usually piss in all those bushes.
See, I was going to say, not everybody's dick is that short.
No, it's a
Here, I'm gonna update Shorty's name.
Yes, G knows what I'm talking about, man. It's a serious stream with a big dick, right, my friend? It just bounces back all over the wall. It bounces back on your legs. That's a problem.
He's got the snub nose
I'm
penis.
sorry that you don't have that problem, Carl.
He's got the snub nose.
Carl's fucking into the toilet. It doesn't splash on him. I get it. You couldn't understand.
Open my mouth.
Steve's like, what in the
Wait, what? We're talking about opening your mouth for Shorty to take a piss? What?
No.
What you guys do behind what you guys do behind closed doors?
Yeah, I'll be leaving myself here.
Yeah.
Look what you did, Carl. You took a joke to the highest level. Everyone wants to end the show.
How
now.
long does the franchise tag last? To what? Beginning of March? I know Pritzker's not going to get it, but everybody was. But like,
who will get it?
Nobody.
How many players got the franchise tag in the NFL last year?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Was
3
it
or
just
4?
one? T. Higgins, just one? Yes, no, maybe so. I think it was just one
Maybe
player.
so.
So the
Really?
franchise
Yeah,
tag's
you would
becoming
know
kind of a dated concept.
You should know that as a producer, by the way.
I don't even know what the question is.
You got till March. It's like the 17th to the 3rd of March.
Yeah.
Just pulled it up.
Guys, Steve, how did you enjoy your time tonight with us on your first time on BCP?
Oh, it was fun. It was awesome.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Awesome. Gee, how are you on your second or third time here? Like, are you okay?
I'm good, man. It's cool, man. You know, you guys are a different breed, man, but we need that, man. I love how you guys bring out your content, man. I love the humor. You know what I'm saying? And I love how you guys bring up the OGs, and you got me, and you got Foster, man. You got Steve. It's cool, Carl. You guys, man, I love coming on here, man. And anytime Carl hits me up, or anybody hits me up, I'm willing to come on the show, man. I've been busy as hell with just working today. Like, this might have been my most busiest day on Bears podcasts, Twitter world. It's one of those days, man. Everybody want to get on the podcast and go live. And it's like, wow, like this stadium shit today really woke up everybody today, man. Like, it was really a big deal, man, and it should be, because we supposed to be proud of Illinois, man, and it's looking like that could change, man. Somebody told me they were going to give me a shot glass with Caleb Williams' number and everything on it. On the back of it, going to say Indiana State flag and the Indiana logo. And I was like, don't you do that to me. Now you know shit like that, man.
Can I give you a quick joke? A quick joke. Okay.
Go ahead, Shorty. Go ahead.
So years ago, I never wanted a tattoo. I never wanted to put something on my body that I would regret having, 10 years later. Like, why did I do that to myself? But I was an artist. I went to the American Academy of Art. I really had some pretty good art. I can share one with you right now.
Yeah, that pissed me off, Foss, with that shot glass Indiana. That was mad.
I painted this. Okay, so just to prove my point, I thought if I'm going to get a tattoo on my body, I might as well draw it myself. So I thought Chicago, Sears Tower, Hancock Building, kind of cartoony with the lake, and I looked up online and I looked up the Japanese symbol because I love the Japanese culture. So I looked up the Japanese symbol for bear. This is a funny fucking story. Stay with me, okay? I looked up the Japanese symbol for bear online. Okay, so here's what happened. I went to my friend's house, who I've known for 20 years at that point. Her husband was a tattoo artist. They owned a tattoo shop, and so I went down there. I thought, okay, if I draw this myself and I get you guys to do it, it's special, right? Like, I can live with that, right? So I draw this up, okay? It's the Sears Tower, the Hancock, a moon, the lake, all that jazz. And so I'm going to go find the Japanese symbol for bear, okay? So I do some research. Found it. One of my best friend's husband tattoos it on my arm. like 20 years later, I run into a Japanese woman, and I show her the tattoo, and she goes, "No, that does not mean bears or bear. This is the sign for half of the word silent ninja." And it's actually silent. This means silent nin in Japanese. So now I am actually grateful because it doesn't mean bears on the fucking lakefront with fucking the majestic view of the fucking city line in the background on my tattoo. Now it means I'm a silent nin.
Shorty, the silent nin.
Fucking solace from that.
We've known that you're a silent nin. No, you're not a silent nin. Never mind.
Fucking silent nin. I'm a silent nin, but at least I don't have that. But I do have this, and this will go a long way, whether they're in Indiana or not. So
it's going with you for the rest of your life.
I can live with this one now. As a guy who never wanted a fucking tattoo in my life, did it out of, just one of those moments in your life, like you're like, screw it, I'm doing it. Right, Foster? Can you speak Japanese? Can you confirm that this says silent nin? Please? Can you do it?
They probably got to see it better. To take us out. Zoom in on it.
There you go.
There you go, Carl.
Is that silent nin or no? Just curious.
That should be something even funnier.
She said if he or she says no, that's bear, I'd be like, oh, shit, because now they're not the Chicago Bears. They're the fucking Hammond, Indiana Bears.
They're nothing yet. They're still the Chicago Bears.
Until
they say
why do they have
otherwise.
to do? So is this a cardiac bear move then? Why do we have to be so terrified about this?
Like to stroke my pussy, darling.
Haru Gobi. That's exactly what it says. Thank you for confirming. Thank you. It doesn't say bear. At least I'd rather be a silent nin than a Hammond bear. Oh my goodness. Anyways, that's the show. What happened to Steve?
He had to run for a moment. He said he'd be right back.
Okay.
He had to sit down and take a piss.
I never look at private chat. So. Let's wait for him to get back before we end this stuff.
You got to do that, man. You got to do that.
I mean, you guys are awesome in chat. You guys, and by the way, G, I know we're a little off the wall here, and I appreciate you for, becoming a friend of the channel. It means a lot.
Man, I'm here to bring whatever positivity I can, man. It's all good, man. It's all good. I just been on all day, bro. This has been the longest day for me as a fake professional podcaster. Like, just been the longest day, man. And it's
friend,
just
you're doing it. There's no fake professional. You're doing it. You're doing what, whether you're getting the money or not. You're doing it.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's don't make it less than it is, because we know what it takes. I mean, man, sure, you remember, like, okay, so even just like the draft shows and some of the specials we ran, where it was like, man, we were always doing shows, and then life can get in the way of the things you want to do sometimes. So it ended up just being Thursday nights and our draft scourges, because it's too much.
It's a lot of work, man.
You was doing 2-3 shows a week.
It's a lot of
and
work.
That's only per week. You're out there all day, man. That's rough.
Yeah, appreciate that. It's been fun, and it's been fun, working with certain people that I'm a fan of. Like Nick Rhodey came on, and Swifty's been locked in with me for a couple of years, and talking to Cream Sleeve and Rashad from the Winning City Productions. Man, all these guys are like really like my friends now. So just building a network and a platform of people that I've been fans of and just watching, and you guys as well. Carl, working with Carl, man, he's one of the first people to embrace me on Twitter, man. So, and we still,
Carl's been amazing.
Think of me, whatever happened on Twitter. I haven't seen him in a while. For him to think about me, the conscious thought to say, "Hey, G, pull up," really makes me feel good, man. Like, he still remember me, man. So when I first started my shows on Twitter, Carl was one of the first people that locked in with me, man. So
Carl's a fucking great dude, and he's a
Carl's
huge
awesome
asset
and
to the
underrated, but don't tell him I said that shit out loud.
Great producer, man.
Oh, hi,
Great
Foster.
editor,
Oh, wait,
man.
Oh, hi, Foster.
Yeah, the guy got it.
Wonderful car.
Producing, analyst, conversation starter. He's funny, man. He got a lot of stuff in his suitcase in his bag,
all
man.
the bases.
I greatly appreciate that.
No,
Yeah,
I'm serious. You know that.
Yeah, G Walker. The reason you probably saw me, we'll say, fall off was just because my previous persona online, I've essentially scrubbed that, so that's why. But I've been on BCP. None of that has changed. So still here, still alive.
And I want to say, like, again, Carl, man, you do a great job. It's an honor to have you as a part of our team, and thank you for being you, and thank you for making friends with G Walker and making him a friend of the channel. And it's amazing, Steve, to see you. We keep preaching this. Everyone, you want to come on the show? Come join us, man. And Steve, you just got a new computer. It was like a little bit of but it really wasn't a big deal. It was perfect from the get-go. But you were worried it might not have been, and that was awesome to hear because. If you want to join us, I tell everyone these things. Reset your internet first, reset your computer next, and then everything should work pretty well if you're wireless. So, Steve, man, it's been an honor and an absolute pleasure to have you hang out with us tonight. I want to hear your parting thoughts.
Guys, thanks for having me. It was always fun. Always love talking about Bears. And what can I say? Thanks. It's fun.
Hey, the pleasure is ours, man.
Absolutely.
Foster, my man.
It's everybody stay safe. Have a good week. Just be cautious of what you're doing, man. Take care of yourselves. Everything else, God will help you take care of it. Amen.
Same thing to PJ. Miss you at the end of the show tonight, man. Love you, PJ. Love you guys all in chat. Should we get to them, Foster, before we end this? Because we always
I just want to say this. Shout out to Foster, man. We're both born West Sider. He was born in St. Luke's on the West Side. I was born in St. Luke's. That was the first thing he told me about him when I first came on the show. I'll never forget that. So we locked in, man.
Yep. Yeah. That's dude. You got you always got an outlet here. So I mean,
you're always
out there.
Always welcome.
We're the bottom, and you've got everything in between. The world is your fucking oyster. That's how West Side rolls, bro.
Yeah, man, you're right. Garfield Park. He from Foster from the hood, man. Foster from the hood. He know what it is over there in Garfield Park.
It's a
He
fact.
from the hood, bro. He from
Quite.
the West Side for sure.
What do you say, Snubnose? Do we have room for one more segment tonight? Everyone's favorite segment of the show?
Oh, of course. Before we get to your chat, yes.
Everyone be quiet. It's my turn to talk now. And guess what? I want to see everybody's dicks out right now.
All right, G Walker, you heard the little lady. Whip it out.
Get the fuck out of here.
Tonight's polls got this shit. The results from tonight's chat polls, everyone.
Oh, this is
We
good.
started our show asking our chat, does JB Pritzker sit or stand to take a leak? 92% out of 25 votes said
I like this.
Mr. Pritzker's sitting down to take a leak.
This is our producer, G.
Man, this is fucking. I like this. Good job, Carl. What else you got?
We are different, man. We are different to the likes of people like Carl.
Then we took the Steve route. We pivoted away from the BS. And we started talking Bears. We asked our audience out of 33 votes, would you still be a Bears fan if the Chicago Bears moved to Indiana?
I gotta screenshot this. Hold on. This is dope. Fuck.
79% said yes, they would still be Bears fans even if your Chicago Bears moved to Indiana. And they'd have to figure out that silly little fight song of theirs, but who cares about that, right? Then we asked our audience, what's the biggest area of concern for the Bears that they need to address currently before the draft? Out of 33 votes, 79% said that the D-line was probably the biggest area of concern, and that was kind of a given with it being defensive tackle or defensive end. 12% said safety, 9% said left tackle, and actually 0% said other. So according to our chat, 33 votes, those are the only three positions we need to
I voted
identify.
safety, by the way.
No, I'm screenshotting this shit. I'm putting a link to you guys and show, and I'm putting this on my Twitter pages so people can come see this right here. This is fucking
Sweet.
good right here, man. This is fucking dope.
And then, again, we just asked the audience, how do you feel about the Bears moving to Hammond, Indiana? Out of
Clip
25 votes, 44%, and myself included, feel indifferent. Doesn't really matter. 24% of you are mad, 20% are happy, and 12% are actually sad.
I said mad.
Mad Maxx.
So, G,
That's all I got.
all you gotta do is log in on your own channel while you're going live, and then you can create that poll from there as your own administrator of your channel while you're like open up a separate tab.
It's specific to YouTube, right? So G Walker's streaming via the CNG podcast to Facebook and Twitter right now, not to YouTube. So there's no poll feature like that on Twitter or Facebook, to my understanding.
Yeah, so I have to like take the picture, like I said, just copy the link from YouTube and put it on my page and send people over to you guys' YouTube to see that, and then boom.
Okay. I thought you were like, I was just trying to give you advice of how to do it. You don't stream to YouTube?
Yeah, we do. We stream to YouTube.
So you can do it then.
The simulcast is not going to YouTube at this exact moment.
Oh yeah, I didn't. Yes, see, my
I'm
partner.
saying when he has his own show from YouTube, right?
Yeah, we do, but something's going wrong with our YouTube page the way it won't let me add that up there. It won't let me put it up there today.
Yeah, you ever think about simulcasting? Not just YouTube, but actually go ahead and go on Facebook.
Actually, let's talk about that after the show, G.
Okay.
Thank you, Steve. And by the way, you don't have to leave either. We can hang out after the show here, which I think we should do for a minute. But let's get to our chat so we can end this because it's going on 2.5 hours almost. Dude, Buka finally hopped in. What's up, Buka? Foster, so many newbies, man. We got Johnson Caleb.
Yeah, let me put this on my Twitter page right now because that's actually a great thing. And I'm gonna start.
Awesome. I actually have one more poll that I'm going to run for you guys. I'll talk to you guys at the end of it about it, but it's an added layer. It's an added layer to kind of BCP, in my opinion. I don't know if you watched the show I did with Adam earlier. There's something that Adam was doing that's kind of fun.
It was fun. But Carl, that was lagging a little bit. I don't know if you saw it on your end.
The show with Adam?
Yeah.
That was an internet issue on Adam's end, for sure. I'm certain of that. And ironically, I say that full confidence after the last 2 weeks, I'm paying Comcast an obscene amount of money monthly for 40 megabit upload, and I'm getting 4. Total garbage, by the way.
That's your fault then. You're the one getting 4.
Oh, that's my fault that I'm fucking getting bent over by a company that's running a monopoly in my area? Pound sand.
Hey,
give us the poll, man, while we talk to chat. My goodness.
No, Mr. Snub Nose, I will not give you my poll, dude.
Oh my god.
I'm way off the charts tonight.
All right, man. Let's get to our chat, man.
Normal, shorty.
Mr. Man, awesome to have you with us every week. We really appreciate you. Jay Grizzly Bear, man. Thank you for joining us tonight. So many newbies. Oh my god. Let me start from the bottom.
Adam Mason.
You go, Foster.
Charles Gomez.
Mm-hmm. Arthur Dutton.
Haru Gobai. That's the Japanese.
Yeah. Who confirmed that this says silent nin on my arm, which is thank you. Thanks.
There you go. Somebody's got to keep going because my
really appreciate it.
That's that.
Unbreakable Split Glass 2000, man. Thank you for joining us. We got look all these new names in here. Muttgreer. Muttgreer 4493. Thank you for joining us.
4493.
Come on,
Charles
you gotta do it with me, Foster. Come on.
Okay, I'll be PJ. PJ.
Okay. You go low. I go high. Ready?
Minister.
Oh,
Minister.
Charles.
Minister Charles Johnson.
You
gotta do Johnson. There you go.
Okay, one more time. Ready? Go. Ready? Go. One more time. On 3. 1, on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Minister Charles Johnson.
He's a baller, man. I hate him though. Like Michigan guy, I can't stand him, man.
That was a good one, actually, bro.
How did you mess that up? Still, you counted the 3. The first one was Minister.
I thought that was a great one.
I thought you were a word behind me, man. Never mind.
Charles
Charles knows what you
Gobi.
mean. That's
Haru
it.
Gobi from Japanese, confirming my tattoo is giving me hope. Not hope, but like it makes me feel better that I don't actually have a bear over my beautiful skyline that's going to be in fucking Hammond, Indiana. Tony Moy, thank you for joining us. Who else, Foster? Mike Donnelly County?
Did you get Super Clark Khan?
No, that's another good one. Another new one. David Farley Boy. Triple R. Thank you for hanging out with us.
Trips. Jay Grizz.
The Lone Kimosabi.
The Lone Kimosabi. Zapata Mateo.
Oh, Trapper Keeper was here tonight. Aldo's wife doesn't like Shorty. No shit. Funny story.
She loves him.
Funny story.
Dude, there's so many. You're Johnson, Caleb, Tonio.
No, wait. Let me tell the story really quick.
Go ahead.
Why Aldo's wife doesn't like me. Not only did I piss on her bushes on her doorbell cam, but then when Aldo had his second stroke, she was texting me asking me if through Aldo if Greg Gabriel could do the show on BCP, and I was like, of course, yes. And she says to me, Aldo says you can piss on his bushes like 20 times a year, but that didn't come from me or something like that. And I go, listen, I just have to explain myself, okay? Like I got in your car, Foster, and I had to piss, and I went to the front door and it was locked, and I was like, oh my God, I'm about to piss on myself, so I had to go to the bushes. So she never responded to me. So you are 100% correct. She just doesn't like me. I can't
got
blame
the
her.
worst out of that whole deal that night because I was there for all of it sober.
True.
So
that's 100%
that's a
true.
fact, dude. That's
Tonio 0624, man. Thank you for joining us tonight. Oh my gosh, there's so many people. There's so many new people, guys. It's hard to get. Atmos, what's up, Atmos? So many newbies. Oh, here's another one. Beldar Farley. I remember when Adam Mason didn't like my boy Caleb. Yeah, I remember that too, buddy. We won't talk about that
because I can't even go back any further, dude. It won't let me.
PlayStation enthusiast, thank you for joining us tonight. My man, my brother, Steve Phillips, thank you for joining us tonight. Who else? So many more. We can go on forever. Skeeter Lokri, Carter Slade 2000, Christian Solid 1702. All these newbies, man. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. King Jeremy the Wicked. There was like a John Pine, the night manager. Hurry Hopper Street. What's going on here? Eddie Harrington Hellfire. Alex is my name. Armando and Patty Lara, of course.
Yeah.
Another one. Here's another one. There's like a string of them, Foster. Makanapata Patzata. Neil Red Pill. Mr. G's yawning. I'm sorry, G. So many new people. I like to get through them all.
It's been on the air for like a day and a half.
I think we're done. Okay, let's end the show. All right, guys.
Yeah.
Been up since 5 a.m.
I want to thank you, G, for hanging out with us again, man. Much love, much appreciation. You're welcome anytime on the show. Steve, I want to say the same thing to you, man. It's been an honor and a pleasure to have another chat friend of ours join us on the show, man. It's our pleasure and our honor, and I hope you had fun tonight.
Always. Bears fan for life.
You Indiana boy, you would say that for sure. I get it. Carl Foster. Let's. You guys want to end this on my dorky ass Bears 1, 2, 3 Bears because I'm not a bear down guy.
Shit. Fuck Green Bay.
On a 1, on a 2, on a 3.
Shit. Fuck Green
Bears.
Bay.
Bears. Bears.
Bears.
No Bears.
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 We BCP, we BCP.